Hello YouTube, it's Anna Bella today, and today I'm going to be explaining why getting some of the DC Comics graphic novel collection by Eaglemoss is worth it. I'm not going to get every single one in this collection. I'm picking and choosing the ones that I want. I currently have A Death in the Family, Under the Hood, Batman and Son, The Man Who Laughs, and Arkham Asylum, and Knock Knock's Preludes and Knock Knock Jokes with Harley Quinn there. I'm going to show you why. Because these are about £10 for a hardback. They're really well presented. And what's really nice is you get a little introduction. You then get the story so far. Then you get the Death in the Family comic. And then you get the variants. So at the end, you then get the cover gallery, which includes all the variant covers that they did have for Death in the Family. And then you get a new Robin. You get another comic at the end that is usually connected to it. And this is probably how Batman got Jason Todd. Yeah, it is. As Robin. That's enough, Jason. Yep. So that explains that. I then got Under the Hood because this is when Jason Todd comes back. Sorry, spoilers. But really, if you don't know that, where have you been living? But at the back of this one, what is really, really cool is you actually get the Joker's origin, the first origin. So here we are. We dare you to accept the challenge. Can you outguess Batman and Robin and name the man behind the red hood? So this is the first time that DC decided to tell an origin story about the Joker. And it's pretty much what we all know. Batman took on the red hood, knocked him into a vat of chemicals, and it became the Joker. And that's basically what this is. And to be absolutely honest, that origin hasn't really changed very much. Apart from the 1980 film, where the Joker was a mob boss, but was actually dating his mob boss's wife/mistress. And then he got knocked into some acid when the mob boss found out, but Batman was also involved. Yeah, so this is Batman and Son. So this is about Batman and Damian. Here, so we've got that and story so far, and then you get that. All about how Batman came to have Damian in his care. And then we get Batman and Batgirl, and it's the first time Batman met Talia. So that's quite nice at the back. So it's a great way of tying in the modern with the old as well. And then I do have The Man Who Laughs and Arkham Asylum, which is a really kind of bizarre pairing, but it does kind of work. So we've got The Man Who Laughs, which is a really difficult comic to actually get hold of. I was only able to find it in this collection, weirdly enough. And then, so that's The Man Who Laughs. So it's there. And it's basically saying they haven't got the Joker's fingerprints on any database. So they'll never be able to find out who he really is. That's even if he can remember. Which kind of sums that up. And that's also the first time that Gordon gave Batman the bat signal, apparently. So, and then we have the graphic novel, Arkham Asylum. So that's there. And then we have, and then they've got the covers, which is really quite nice. And then a selection of Thumble layouts by Grant Morrison, which is kind of cool. And then we have sort of like the first time Arkham was introduced. And this is really quite cool because the old Batman comics from way back in the day were more mysteries. And this is where Batman became a inmate to try and uncover the corruption that was going on at Arkham. So we learn more about what's actually happening there. And the place is, let's just say, extremely corrupt. So that's that on that one. So I do recommend these, but I don't recommend getting the whole collection. Just get the ones that you want. Harley Quinn Preludes and Knock Jokes. I have to say that the first part of this comic is brilliant. The second half put me to sleep a little bit. Sorry, Harley, but it did. There was just something about the Joker being locked in the slab. Yes, Harley's away from him, but it just didn't have a panache to it, which is kind of a shame. It sort of lost its way. It was great when she got her own gang and everything, but the plot really kind of lagged and it didn't sort of push. And I think that's pretty much the same for Harley Quinn's current comic. Admittedly, it's been really good with the whole Mason story and Mason's mother. That's been excellent. But it kind of just didn't push, you know, or didn't change anything. I know, comics and change. There's a whole hubbub about that. So yeah, but it's kind of cool that this was the first comic that they did because it proves that they're actually, you know, separating her from the Joker, which is good. It's good. It is good. Because they kind of are characters that, together they're brilliant, but the story's got to be right for them. And they have to lead the story because they're two big characters. Separately, they are more plot devicey, which is a problem, I think, for both of the characters. They really do struggle from that angle as characters. Anyway, so here we have her first ever appearance in comics, which is Batgirl Adventures. So this is the first time Harley Quinn was put in comics. As I said in my previous review of the animated series Harley Quinn, because the animated series is 25 this year and Harley Quinn is celebrating her 25th birthday this year as well. Yes, that does mean that the Joker is 50 years older than her. Deal with the age gap, people. Deal with the age gap and move on. So yeah. So that's basically these. These are about 10 quid each. So they're really worth it, and they're hardback, so they're nice and they're going to last. And they've got lovely packaging and you get all the information that you would perhaps want to have. I'm going to leave you with one of my favourite pictures in comics. Yes, pictures. Here we go. See, this is where I like putting things. Or at least, oh, Green Arrow. Yay. This is my favourite. Well, one of my favourites. So here we have Jason Todd beating the Joker with an iron bar, which is exactly what Joker has done to him. So in comics, they tend to do a lot of symmetry. So, for instance, the original whacking. Oh, yeah, so here's Batman whacking Robin, it appears. Things never change. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Oh, this is where Joker gets the diplomatic immunity as well. Ah, here we are. See? So this is where he gets beaten with the iron bar. And this is Jason Todd beating the Joker with an iron bar. Just thought you'd like to see that. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye!